2007, 2008 goes the money. 2008 January he gets the license, and as they say, it's a happy family. Money is also donated into the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. Let's go across to Nikunj Garg, our internal security editor, who's joining me on the broadcast. Nikunj, 2007, 2008 and 2008, 2009, 2 years in which Unitech has donated money to the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. We also know the dubious distinction of the Unitech license that was cancelled by the Supreme Court because under the first come first serve policy of the government, on 28th in 2008 January, Unitech was given an all India license for telecom services. Is this a mere coincidence, Nikunj?
Well, Navika, I will take the argument from what the Congress party has been propounding on this matter. The fact is that at that particular point in time, Mr. Sanjay Chandra and Unitech could have been a completely legitimate business with absolutely no blemish on it. But that certainly doesn't hold true for Mr. Mehul Choksi in 2015 because he has been a very controversial man for decades now. Now, if Mr. Sanjay Chandra came into blemish under investigation on the radar of the investigating agencies after that also, the Congress party had raised the question that if we were to return 20 lakh rupee donation from NRF, would the Chinese go back? Now, I ask a counter question on that regard, and the viewers would relate to it. The fact is that once Mr. Chandra and his company became tainted, in fact, Mr. Chandra actually got bailed out just yesterday from prison after spending close to 3 years in a prison on the grounds that his parents are suffering from COVID. So you can imagine the man's supposed guilt till it's adjudicated. Why did, after the organization became controversial, licenses were cancelled, he went to jail. Rajiv Gandhi Foundation did not deem it fit to return the money. If returning the money is the logic that Congress is forwarding, then they should have done it in the case of at least controversial businessmen who went to jail. Forget about Prime Minister's National Relief Fund.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if we've told you the story of Unitech, Sanjay Chandra, which is part of folklore in the corridors of power, in the general public's mind, because this is the 2G scam. 2G scam unearthed again here on Times Now in 2009, and we all know the investigations, the CAG report that came out, and then the Supreme Court case. Now, news break number 2. Guess who is the other company on the donors list? GVK Industries Limited and GVK Airport Foundation. The company donated not only in 2006, 2007, and the same year, they signed an agreement to run the Mumbai airport. Then again in 2009-10, they donated a generous amount to the Rajiv Gandhi Trust. Also, in various years, it's not just 2 years, in various years, the GVK Airport Foundation has at least on 4 or 5 occasions donated money to the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. Is this coincidence number 2? Because in Unitech's case, in the year Unitech gets a license, and here are the entries, and these entries are in the donors list of the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. Unitech comes here, and of course we have GVK, which comes several times in various lists, and they have donated money again to the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. But also we have another company, and this company too has great distinction. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news number 3, and the most interesting scoop tonight is the man behind the dubious NSEL scam, Jignesh Shah, who was also a donor. And why this gets extremely suspicious, the same financial year where a notice has been sent to NSEL for violating norms by the Consumer Affairs Department, Jignesh Shah's company becomes a donor. And let me show you Jignesh Shah's company making this donation right here. This is the company. This is Financial Technology Group, which is Jignesh Shah's company, and we saw this on the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Jignesh Shah's company on the donor list of the Rajiv Gandhi Charitable Trust. Now, Rajiv Gandhi Charitable Trust has no papers, no donations. It's somewhere in another link provided by the Congress party, hoping that nobody would find this. It's been an exercise of many hours that our entire team took to find out this entry of Financial Technology Group of Jignesh Shah and Mr. Jignesh Shah, accused in the NSEL scam by the Consumer Affairs Department in the UPA regime itself, and in 2011-12 is when he donates while this investigation is going on. For 15 months, nothing happens in this investigation. And then in 2013, there is another investigation, yet the Gandhi's farmhouse is rented to the same Jignesh Shah while an investigation is on, and he pays 6.7 lakh rupees per month to the Gandhis for their farmhouse. Now, let me get in Nikunj Garg once again. Nikunj Garg, I want to ask you, and there are five people: Rana Kapoor, Mehul Choksi, Jignesh Shah, GVK Industries, and also Unitech and Sanjay Chandra. Are these all coincidences that these people have some business interests? Somebody gets bank loans, somebody gets licenses for telecom, somebody gets an airport to run, and all of them make donations to the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation?
Unfortunately, one has to say this, since it's a charitable trust, I'm saying it's unfortunately, that this looks like increasingly looks like a rogues gallery. GVK, another fact that has to be added, just a few days back, Central Bureau of Investigation registered a hundreds of crore rupee of fraud case against them, and that pertains to their entire dealing of operation of Mumbai Airport and the grant of license. Of course, the company has denied all kind of wrongdoing, and we have to put it on record. They did issue an official statement apropos that, but the case is very much there. The CBI has registered that FIR. The point I again and again make, Navika, by 2011-12, there were a lot of controversies that were surrounding around donors like Sanjay Chandra and other people were facing some amount of scrutiny from various kind of agencies. At this point in time, a trust that is associated with the former Prime Minister and his family, a family that was numero uno family at that particular point of time, remains so even today in Congress party, should have done much greater amount of scrutiny. And because that scrutiny was not done today or at any other point in time, today they can say it's in lieu of their questioning to the government, but at any other point in time, if any government decides to scrutinize those accounts and set up a special panel or an enforcement directorate probe, you can't find fault with that government, because then a lot of people will say, why is it that all the corporate donors, the public sector undertakings, the ministries, the departments are making donations to a foundation which is not being able to sift its accounts properly, and a lot of controversial people who are now behind bars, jailbirds, etc., are regularly donating to that firm. So that's a bona fide question for the public at large to raise, and for the government to satiate the answer, the only way out is ordering or instituting a probe.
Kunj, I must thank you for joining me. But ladies and gentlemen, when it's an investigation